difference between dating somebody for money and dating somebody with money. Before you meet Adam to love you, make sure you go to who. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Beloved Tutor Dream and I'm a makeup artist and a YouTuber currently based in Abuja. If this is your first time seeing my face, welcome. And if this isn't your first time, welcome back to the channel. So today I have yet another sit down video, and when you see me sitting down like this, you already know I am here to talk about something very important. If you don't know, I am currently, I don't think I've said it here before, but I am currently like on a self-discovery journey. I am really trying to discover myself, develop myself. I'm just trying to, know me better. And so while I'm going through this journey, I'm trying to like share the things that I have found out, so that other people do not have to go through like the things that I am going through or the things that I have gone through. So let me stop talking too much and just get right into the video. Today we're going to be talking about dating in Generation Z. Yes, we're going to be talking about dating in this current generation and the mistakes that a lot of people make. And I am sitting directly on the table of that mistake. Like, I am part of the people that have made that mistake, and I'm just trying to correct it now. So we're in a generation where people start dating very early. You see 13-year-olds, 14, 15, 16, they're already dating. And let's even ignore these people. We still see people in their 20s, 20, 21, 22, 23. They still make a lot of dating mistakes, like a lot of them. And sometimes it's not intentional, it is emotional. Like, we make these mistakes not because we want to make it, but we're making this mistake because we're not currently using our brain to think. This is not an insult, to be honest. We're not currently using our brain to think, but using our emotions to think. So that is why we make these mistakes. So I'm going to be talking about, first of all, wrong reasons why people enter into relationships and why they are wrong. So the first reason I'm going to talk about is loneliness. And when I started, I said I am sitting directly on this table. Yes, I have dated for loneliness. My parents looking at me like, that's if they watch this video, or any of my family members. But yeah, I have dated somebody because I was lonely. And let me tell you the truth, if you are lonely and you go into a relationship because you are lonely, you will still be lonely. You're not lonely because you are not in a relationship. You are lonely because there is something missing in you that you are trying to find. And until you find that thing, that emptiness is going to remain there. Like, you're not going to fill it up with a human being. No. You can only feel that emptiness with God or with yourself. So a lot of people enter into relationships because they are lonely. That is why we see people that are in relationships that seem happy, relationships that seems extremely rosy, and then yet we hear that they commit suicide. I think there was a story like that a few months ago. I don't think it's up to a few months, maybe like 1 month or 2 months ago, where their relationship was beautiful, but then she was still depressed, and then may her soul rest in peace. And then she wrote that she was depressed, she felt lonely, she felt alone, but yet she was in a loving relationship. So being lonely and going into a relationship is just all shades of wrong. Nobody will be able to feel in that space. You know what will happen if you enter a relationship because you feel lonely? You are going to, that person will never satisfy you. That person will never fill that space that is empty. So you will keep arguing with the person because you want that person to feel something that is missing in you, and And when you find out that, oh, this thing is not working, this space in me is not filling up, you begin to feel even more empty, and then you begin to blame the person for your problems. And so such relationships will not work. We're in a generation where people go in and out of relationship like it's water. Today you're in a relationship with this person, tomorrow you're in a relationship with another person. This happens because you are entering into this relationship, for the wrong reasons. Now, another wrong reason people enter into relationship is for money. Now, I am not judging people that enter into relationship for money. Everybody have their reasons for doing things, but it doesn't stop it from being wrong. Entering into a relationship for the sole purpose of money is all shades of wrong. And such relationship built on that reason will definitely not last. What happens if the money goes somewhere? What happens then? Then you begin to feel like, what the fuck am I doing with this person? That's what happens when you enter into a relationship with somebody because you are looking for money. It is not a bad thing to have standards and to want to date somebody with money. There's a difference between dating somebody for money and dating somebody with money. There is a difference, and we need to understand that difference. You can be in love with somebody that has money, but being with somebody because he has money when you have no feelings whatsoever for the person is just dumb. And at the end of the day, it won't last, because when the person stops having money, trust me, you would run away. And I don't care what anybody says, whether, oh, it's our choice, let's just date for the reason we want, blah blah blah. It is still wrong. And my dad will always say we have to call a spade a spade. So yeah, that is another wrong reason why people enter into relationship. So another reason why people enter into relationships, another wrong reason why people enter into relationship is to feel among. And that's why I always say our generation, Gen Z is a I don't even know the word to use, but there are a lot of mistakes that people make just because we are in this generation, to be honest. So people enter into relationship just for the sake of entering relationship. Sometimes you don't even like this person, but then every one of your friends is in a relationship. Ada, Esther, Lara, James, and everybody is in a relationship, and you're the only single Pringle. You just want to feel among. Actually, during this time that any small thing, you see people posting their relationship online, posting what their man is doing for them, what their woman is doing for them. Sometimes it brings about this sense of like missing out, like you're missing out on something, like see what your mates are doing and why are you not doing it. But then entering into a relationship simply because you want to feel like every other person, simply because you want to feel among, is wrong. It is totally wrong. Like you see, as quickly as you enter inside the relationship, that is how fast you are going to come out of that relationship. So that is just it. Like, I know people say that, okay, do not especially I'll say it's this generation again, we say that do not pressure yourself when you are dating somebody. If you are dating, just enjoy the moment. As much as you are enjoying the moment, you should be intentional about it. Don't do it just for the sake of doing it. Do it because you want to, and you sincerely want to, not because you're looking for money, not because you're looking for somebody that will fill a space that is inside you, not because you want to feel among, not for any of these reasons, but because you genuinely want to date this person, because you genuinely want to be in a relationship with this person, and not for any of these other reasons. Now, another thing I would say, and another thing that I'm guilty of, is that, like I said before, about loneliness, entering into a relationship because you are lonely. I think that is the most reasons why people enter into a relationship. because they are lonely and they're looking for somebody that they can share their problems with, share their troubles with. You're just looking for your own person, somebody that you can genuinely call your own. And to be honest, that is fine. It is human. It is totally alright. And like I said, I am sitting on this table, or at least I was sitting on this table. I think I've left the table now. Another thing we should realize is that when you do not love yourself, you cannot give love to another person. You totally can't. It is from the abundance of love in you that you give to another person. So if you feel empty inside of you, you cannot give anything to any other person. You're only going to be giving them what? Emptiness. If you don't feel love, you can't give love. If you feel hatred, you will give hatred. If you hate yourself, there is no amount of love anybody can give to you that will make you feel loved. So yeah, that brings me to my next wrong reason. People enter into relationships because they want to feel loved. And I feel like this happens as a result of maybe lack of love from a long time. Probably those people have not experienced love, or they have experienced love in the wrong way, from family, from friends, and then you just get to the time where, oh, I am able to date, and it's just like, I need somebody to love me how I have not been able to receive love. So if you are in such a situation, the best thing to do is to love yourself. When you love yourself, you would know that you are worthy of being loved. Entering into a relationship because you want to feel love is simply because you are lacking it. And I promise you that you really cannot get it from another person. Until you are able to sincerely love yourself, you cannot love any other person, and you cannot feel loved from any other person. You cannot feel love from other people because you would always feel like you are not worthy of it. Half of me is sitting on this table. Once upon a time, it's not so far away, I've talked to people just because I wanted them to, should I say, give me the love that I could not give myself. But no matter the amount of times you tell me, oh, I like you, or you are really beautiful, or I really care about you, na lie, they enter my head. Every time I hear these things, it always felt to me like you are lying to me. You're just telling me what I want to hear. So this is how you are going to feel when you are entering into a relationship, simply because you want to feel loved. You need to learn to love yourself before you can learn to receive and give out love. Another thing I would say is that a lot of people in this generation are looking for somebody that will make them whole. Nobody is going to make you whole. Nobody. There's only one person that can make you whole. There are two people that can make you whole: God and yourself. God and who? Yourself. So those are the only two people that can make you feel whole, not another individual. I don't know, what did the Bible say? The Bible says when one and two join together, they become one. God did not say when half and half join together, they become one. When half and half join together, they become half, according to that analogy. If one again and half still join together, people will not still become one. You probably become one and half. So you need to be whole and then be with another person that is whole to become one, to have like a perfectly synced relationship. So if you enter into a relationship as half, I'm not saying half like half, I mean if you enter into a relationship looking for who will make you feel better about yourself, looking for who will make you feel confident, who will give you the love that if you don't love yourself, I promise you, you are going to run back out of it. Even if you don't run back out of it, the relationship is going to shake. You need to be whole as a person, and then you would attract somebody that is equally whole. In Jesus' name. Because after I finish saying all these things, and then somebody with good intention go and meet somebody with bad intention, it's very bad. But then you need to be whole to to be able to attract somebody that is equally whole. You also need to know that you are worthy of love to be able to attract somebody that actually loves you. So I don't know if you get all these things I'm saying. So now I feel like this video is all over the place and I'm not actually passing the message that I am meaning to pass, the message that I actually want to pass. I really hope I'm passing it. But then to end this video, I'm going to say that in case you are feeling half and you want to enter a relationship to feel something, feel loved, feel less lonely, or any of those things, I feel like the first thing you should try to do is discover yourself. Learn to love yourself. Learn to be happy with who you are. Be comfortable with that loneliness. I'm not saying now I'm somebody that does not feel lonely. Sometimes I feel lonely, and that's why I'm very happy that I have like a very good support system. You need to learn to love yourself. And in case you're finding it difficult to love yourself as a person, you can gather a support system that would help you, not necessarily a boyfriend. I mean sincere friends. It does not even have to be female. It could be a male friend, a platonic male friend that would help you, like bring you to other and help you know that you do not really need to be in a relationship to be loved, so that you don't enter into a relationship for the wrong reasons. Because the more failed relationships you have, the more you feel like you are failing, and that's just it. So yeah, that's it for this video. To conclude this video, I am just saying that I pray that people with good intentions meet people with good intentions, and not bad intention meeting good intentions. So yeah, and one more thing, in case you do not feel loved, I just want to remind you that there is one person that absolutely loves you from the bottom of your heart, from the bottom of his heart, and that is God. The love of God is unending. It's always there for you to tap into it. So before you go and meet Adam, before you meet Adam to love you, make sure you go to who? Make sure you go to God. So yeah, we have come to the end of this video. I really hope you liked this video. I really hope I was able to pass the message I want to pass. If you like this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Turn on your post notification to get notified when I post a new video. Bye. So that other people do not have to go to English. So that other people do not hey, my enemy is already coming for me.